Welcome, fellow Evercadians and retro enthusiasts. This is me, Retro Kill-9, and you're watching the Evercade Effect. So, while we're waiting for these collections to come out later this year, and I decided to dive more into the Piko 2 collection, and there's one game that sticks out that I've been playing a lot, and it is called Eliminator Boat Duel. I love this game, yes! This game is just so much fun. I thought it was about time to go ahead and make a video of it, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So Eliminator Boat Duel was released in 1991 by a company called Sculptured Software, and it was published by Electro Brain. So this game, it does have 3 difficulties, easy, normal, and expert. So far, I've only played this on normal, and one awesome thing is there is a versus mode. So when the Evercade VS comes out, grab a buddy and jump on in. As you can see here on the Wikipedia page, there's really not much. I would like to talk more about the history, but now let's go ahead and get to some gameplay. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but you don't want to get a false start, or you'll get fined, and there's a way you can also get an optimum start. Now, when you go around the map, you want to look out for the ends. They're your nitros. They're going to give you these speed boost jumps. You'll see one here coming around the corner, and I'll go ahead and I'll slow that down a little bit. See, there's your nitro. Boom! You want to go ahead and grab that. These literally make the difference between losing and winning a game. If you find yourself behind, feel free to go ahead and use a nitro, but with that said, you want to use them sparingly. You're going to see when we come up here around the corner, it's going to shift into a vertical type mode, and this racing right here, here's where you always want to stay in the lead, and this is where you want to go ahead and use your nitros. Otherwise, if you get caught far behind and you run out of nitros and the CPU has more nitros than you, you've lost the game. So you can see here I'm keeping a pretty good lead. You'll see that some nitros do show up. And in some cases this won't be the end of the race, but it'll still put you in a good position to get to the end. So there you go. I stayed ahead and I went ahead and won the race. And by the way, I love this music. I'll shut up here for a few moments so you can just listen and enjoy. So before I talk about how you can customize your boat here in a moment, I just want to show you a neat little trick. It'll take some practice, but if you can time it just right, the ladies will come out and cheer you on. Alrighty, once you've completed your first race, here we are at the dry dock. And we've got some options that we can go ahead and upgrade, and notice when you win that race, you get a boatload of more cash. No pun intended. So the first thing that we're going to be on is to repair your boat. Now you'll notice it's down to just one red mark. At this point I would go ahead and repair it all the way up to the beginning. Let me go ahead and do that. However, as you're trying to upgrade, if it's at the halfway point, I don't think this is necessary until you're maybe down to 1 or 2 bars. Next we're going to talk about faster engine. That's very important, but in my opinion what I upgrade first is turbo acceleration. Your opponents will not upgrade this first. This really helps you when you get those fast starts or when you get in the lead. You're going to want to go ahead and upgrade that first. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 mark there. Now I know I said go ahead and upgrade that first. However, I do think you also want to take 1 faster engine and you take 1 upgrade here. So that's a good starting point. Once you beat the next level, you'll want to go ahead and take this a 3rd upgrade. And then as you start to have some left over, you want to go ahead and upgrade steering. Upgrading the steering has the least amount of impact. Well, yes, it's still important. It's just, if you can get used to the play control, these other settings here, turbo acceleration and faster engine, will greatly help you out. There's no way you can adapt to this. You simply just cannot go faster than your opponent. However, if you can adapt to the play control, you don't really need this until you get to the later stages. So you can see I'm just 1000k shy. I can't upgrade this, so I would have to go ahead and do start race. Now the last thing you'll want to upgrade is the hull strength. I found this to be pretty pointless even towards the end of the game. I'm not sure what it does. Maybe it helps you in repairs. It's one of those wasted stats that every game has. Again, mainly focus on the faster acceleration and the turbo. Alrighty, one last thing we need to talk about before wrapping up this video are false starts. So if you're trying to practice and get that perfect head start, well, if you do it too soon, boom, 2k, you get fined for each attempt. So don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. However, if you're like me and you play the game smart, you will create a save state before every single race. And then not only that, I will also create in the second slot another save state right before I get to the dock, so that way if I made a mistake, I'm like, you know what, this opponent is a lot tougher than I thought, I need a better engine versus acceleration, you know, so that way you can go back as well. And other than that, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. I'm getting that much closer to my 80 subs. And if you would, down in the comments below, let me know. Do you have the Piko 2 collection? Have you played this game? Do you like this game? If not, what's your favorite game on the Piko 2 cart? As always, thanks for watching, and bye-bye!